My name's Pref. I grew up in northwest London, and I got into graffiti really using public transport every day and seeing stuff from the tube window. And where I lived in Kilburn, there was a section of the overground Jubilee line track that always had new stuff, so that was part of my daily trip to school. It wasn't until I found Subway Art that Keith Haring and the other stuff that I'd seen on the way to school really began to sort of make sense. I think first that what I did was I probably copied every single piece out of that book. You should be taking your inspiration from everywhere, but I don't know, maybe it's a bit different for me because I have a concept that I'm sort of experimenting with and exploring, and this idea of layered words and how many words and how do they interact, how do they overlap. There's a wider picture, there's a wider subject matter going on. People are often surprised that I don't use sketches for any of my work, but it's just the easiest way to do it for me. I always know what my colour scheme's going to be. So in my mind I've got down how many layers I'm going to be doing and how those layers are going to work. And the colours in my bag are dictated by that formula, that specific formula. I have no idea in the end what it is it's going to look like or what it is I'm going to have created, and it's part of the joy at the end of the day looking at the photo and being like, wow, I would never have imagined that. I would never have been able to tell you that would have happened. And that's what I really enjoy, I think, about the process. And that's the same thing that I enjoy about the paper cut pieces that I've been doing. It's difficult to get to the end without any mistakes. Sometimes the more complicated pieces can take up to 2 weeks. And there's so many stages to the process that there's a chance at the very end you'll mess it up. Moving forward, I think there's a lot of potential to create other stuff. The idea of using letters to have the same effect as a character or whatever, to appeal to the wider audience and make something engaging for everybody, has kind of meant that I've been on this sort of mission of like always sticking to letters. And I've done the odd character here and there, but I've always been determined to, you'd be able to achieve the same thing with words somehow.